some of your fears, if any?
Some of my fears?
Yeah.
Oh, you asking some other shit?
Yeah, that's why I told you we're going back to battle rap in a second. And this is just in life. You don't gotta be.
My fears. I think that like anything unknown is a fear. You know what I'm saying? Like most people fear the unknown is what I'm trying to say. Like, you know what I'm saying? But how we talking about fears? Like actually scares or fears as in worries? Because I feel like it's the same, but it's different.
It's
you
different.
Know what I'm saying?
And that's good that you said that. I mean
because
more.
I fear a lot. Like nigga, I fear my sister not being in good hands or me not doing certain shit.
Yeah, that's fair.
Like, you know what I'm saying? I fear. You know what I'm saying? Little shit like. Fear is okay. Fear is awareness. You know what I'm saying? Fear is like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, you human, nigga. Like, you know, you still 100%. Feel something. You know what I mean? So it's just like, but how I view it is really just like, I don't know, bro. Like, I don't, cause you know, most niggas say, oh, I don't fear shit. Like, I fear a lot, but it all depends on how we're using the word. You feel me? If we talking about concern, if we, like, you know what I'm saying? Yes, hell yeah, bro. I fear a whole lot of shit, nigga. Like, most of it got to do with my family.
You feel me? And that's also like worrying and concern.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? But it's like as far as fearing, protection, like I'm scared of a man or, nah, I don't really, you know what I mean? I don't. Yeah. You know what I mean? And it don't got to just be a man, like it just, animals, I don't know, nigga. If anything, I fear little bugs quicker than like
the rhino.
Lions and shit like that. Like I could deal with. You know what I'm saying? Shit might spook me, but it's like
so a spider make you more nervous than a rhino.
Shit that could crawl in my face while I'm sleeping. In my ear.
I got what you said. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Yeah, like shit like
get in here and fuck with your wires.
Son. Fucking Venom from Spider-Man and shit, little shit like that, just crawling up in you, taking over you and shit, lizards. Yeah. You know what I mean? And shit like reptilians, like, you know what I'm saying? Shit like that. Mm-hmm. Probably some shit around that way, bro. Like, nah, nigga, I don't really fear it. Nigga, if anything, I fear it doing something, if that makes sense. Yeah. Like, I fear me being asleep while it's a fucking spider crawling on my face, going in my ear,
guiding your brain and shit.
You've had some shit like this, so it's like I fear the action of shit happening quicker than I fear like a specific thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, I don't fear a lion. I just might fear a lion running, chasing me. You know what I'm saying? Like, just like that's how I look at the world. You feel me?
I remember when we spoke before at the lake, and you know, we talked about you going through a self journey and things like that, and you know, sometimes it gets dark and it could be scary. But you also mentioned the first thing you said was the fear of the unknown. That could be good and bad, because you could be scared but not scared. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like unknown. Like, all right, damn man, I'm going through a rebirth for myself. I'm nervous. I'm fearful.
That's why I say it's
awareness. I don't know what's coming, but you know, I'm confident that it's something good.
Fear is like I feel like, you know how some things it's just like empathizing. When you empathize with a person, you feel for them. You know what I'm saying? You feel how they you know what I'm saying? Shit like that. You know what I'm saying? You're feeling what a person is feeling type shit. You know what I mean?
Energy, everything.
Now, fear is to an extent kind of like that, but it's a little bit different. Like, fear is just a self. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's more so of like a self-reflection. Like when I see fear, like for instance, right? I'll give you an example because I don't really know how to break it down into words. Now, when we see mothers, right, growing up, mothers, fathers, whoever, and they got a son or a daughter that wants to be just like them, usually they don't want their child to be how they was growing up because something went wrong in their life.
Yeah, and they want them to be better.
So now, if your father was a sports player and he loved this shit, he loved basketball, but he didn't get to where he was going, or his life got ruined, or you got me some wild shit where he just hates it now. He hates the thought of being a ball player. He gave it up, never wanted to touch a basketball again in his life. Yeah. But his son grew up with the same talent he got, even better. You feel me? He kind of resents him. You know what I mean? But it's not like he literally hates his son. Yeah. You feel me? He fears his son going through what he went through. You know what I mean? He's concerned, he's worried. It's like empathizing, but without empathizing because the son doesn't feel that way for you to feel that way too. You know what I'm saying? Type shit.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
You feel me? So it's just like, it's a fear, bro. Like, but sometimes fears is fucked up because fears are how you doing shit that look like jealousy. You know what I'm saying? When fear is used in that manner that I just explained, the example I just used, that shit can look like you jealous of your child. You know what I'm saying? Whole time you
Jealous
just
and
nervous.
blocking.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Little shit, bro. Nigga, your child could want to go away for college, but you want them to stay in the city because you scared. You know what I'm saying? Fear does a lot. You know what I'm saying?
Keep an eye on them, like I said, fear, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Fear make you say shit that you regret. Fear make people resent you. You know what I mean?
Look at you different.
Exactly. You know what I mean? Especially when it's ununderstood, because most people don't explain their fears. You know what I'm saying? How many mothers will say, yo, the reason I don't want you to do this is because when it happened to me, I felt like it went completely wrong. And I'm scared of it happening to you. Most of the time, it's not explained like that.
Yeah, don't want you going through it at all.
It's explained like, oh, I know what I'm talking about. I'm the parent. I'm the this. I'm the. You know what I mean? It's explained in ways.
I don't have to explain myself.
Exactly. It's explained in ways where the child has to now go on a quest to find their own answers. You know what I mean? The shit, like the world is fucked up like that. I don't know how to explain it, bro.
There's no explanation for it.
So I just feel like fear is just something that you can have, bro. If you can instill fear in your child, you can instill everything else in them, bro.
Everything else.
Instill loyalty, instill money, instill, you know what I'm saying? All this shit, bro. Smarts or whatever you want to call it.
Very true.
There's just a whole nother object that you can use, bro.
Very
You
true.
know what I mean? Bro, I don't even remember what we was doing in this thing,
I
bro.
mean, I took the
Telling you,
night.
this shit gonna go way left. Yeah, I'm about to say we gonna
We could start over too, but
for no reason though. It's gonna same thing gonna happen if we
it's-
start over. We gonna talk. You know what I mean? These might just do this interview. I don't feel like multitasking anymore. I'm trying to triple multitask. I'm trying to smoke.
Yeah, I'm trying to build myself up. You know what I mean? It's brain food right now.
Nah, I feel you, nigga. Discipline and shit like
mental
that.
exercise.
I just feel like this shit is, you know what I mean?
And
Niggas not gonna be playing me on the YouTube. Nigga, look at these niggas just playing them. They not even playing you.
It's
You know
all
what I mean?
it's all good. It's a challenge. Y'all pull up. You know what I mean? I tell y'all where we are. Y'all pull up. The next time. We already know Lux, and you see this. We waiting on Lux.
Nah, I ain't gonna be on no camera when I'm facing Lux. You gonna play.
Yeah, I might be off camera too. Lux be on the clock and everything. That be that speed shit.